Okay, I think we are live. Let me check my audio real quick. Let me check the audio. It's been a few weeks. I think I'm gonna get hit with this stupid ad right off the bat. What's going on, everybody? Give me a second here, guys. Making sure it's stable, bro. my mic loud. Yeah, I think I got to turn the mic down a little bit. Give me a second. I was on a live stream last week with 50 Asylum, and I had to turn the audio up. So let's go ahead and turn that back down. Let's try that. Let me know what you think. So, anyways, just popping in tonight. What's going on? I ain't seen you guys in a couple weeks. Got a whole roll of banners here, so we're going to be giving out a banner later on tonight. Had a lot going on the last couple weeks. We've been getting shit done. If you actually could see the other half of my white car right now, I have like the whole back half of it tore apart. We heard some noise this past couple weeks. So we, the only way to, get shit done is to, you got to go through it. You can't just go out there and just beat the shit out of it and expect it to work if something's wrong. So, yep. So what's going on, KP, Jimmer? What's going on, Matt, right? Hey, Matt, I was supposed to send you, I got your name on a couple things over at my shop. What was it that I was supposed to send you? What up, Fat Boy Fox? What up, Santiago? Bro, do you ever do it? Do you ever do any giveaway? I always do giveaways. What are you talking about? What you talking about? I'm late. I'm a little behind. How's it going? Hey, we just got on here about 2 minutes ago, guys. So if you're just popping in, I appreciate you stopping in. KK Garage, what's going on? Scott, what's going on? So, anyways, we just got back. I didn't get a chance to live stream last week. Shit, I didn't get home till almost. What was it? It was probably damn near midnight. I mean, we had just went to Ford Takeover past weekend. Matter of fact, like I said, I just podcasted or did a podcast with War Admiral Tom, with John Brooks and Foxcast Media and Hanlon Motorsports. So it's going to be coming out here in the next couple days or next week or so. So I'll make sure I share that on our YouTube and make sure you guys go support the podcast. It was a really good podcast. I had a lot of fun. Hell yeah. What's up, Jesse Workman? Good to see you. It was a Tremec one. Yes. So what do you say? Yeah, the banner, right? I got your name on something back there. Midnight Motorsports, what's happening? Awesome to meet you at Ford Takeover. Yeah, so everybody who went to Ford Takeover and came up, guys, I'm really super sorry for the fact that I might have been super busy. That whole weekend was a blur, and it started Friday. I did like 3 or 4 different things on Friday, and then we had the actual track thing all day Saturday, and I didn't even take a breath until literally got back to the hotel Saturday night, and I was exhausted. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't sleep worth shit while I was down there. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I was anxious and because I wanted to make sure that the Tremec thing went off pretty good. So yeah. Are you going to let us know how the axle thing? Yeah, so one thing I did want to talk about, that's why I put axle shafts in my video or in my thumbnail or whatever. We're actually going through my axle shaft now. Like you could probably see, I'm going to go ahead and spin you. I don't know if it's this one or if it's this one. Yeah. If you guys look, you'll see that I got like half of my white car tore apart over there. You probably can't see unless I. So we're going through our axle right there. And of course, over here, you see my my black car's axle that we tore apart that we did in that one video. So we got some things going on with axle shafts. We got to rebuild some shit, here on the channel. Our stuff's just been jacked up for so long. I mean, it hasn't been messed up, but I'm pretty sure I bent the splines on the black car. Anyways, we're going to be doing a Junkyard 31 spline. So I wanted to reiterate for those of guys who were wondering what the hell that was. The video I just put out with the Junkyard axle if my calculations are correct, I should be able to. There's two things I got in mind here, and somebody actually gave it away in the comments. I'm going to show you a Fox body axle, and then I'm going to show you an Explorer axle. And I got a couple ideas. One may not even require us welding anything, but it still will require a little bit of machining. Now, that's going to require a little bit of money too, but it's a lot different than paying for a whole set of axle and C-clip eliminators or whatever. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. So in an Explorer, in our past video, we were talking about Explorer axles and like getting these to fit in a Fox body. So somebody had mentioned, well, why don't you just put it in? Like you can see the difference, the physical difference there in the axle shafts right here. It's plus the Explorer axle is 3.25 inch in diameter, and the Fox body one's only 3 inch. These are, from the factory. These things are strong as shit. Like these Explorer ones, they're Ford, man. They're strong as shit. They're real big. They're every bit as big as the aftermarket ones. So a guy in comments said, well, here's what you do is take it and have this machine down. But here's the problem, is I don't know if that's still fitting in the bearing housing. So I'm not necessarily wanting to chop off the end of an Explorer axle to weld it on a Fox body if I don't have to, versus just getting a way to get these to fit. You know what I mean? And these are a Junkyard parts. So if you had them machined, to fit inside of a Fox body axle and you'd had them cut here, you would still have to run C-clip eliminators. So I don't know. It's something that I'm going to definitely look into. There's two things I'm going to do in the video when we actually get the parts here, because we're just going to go buy an Explorer axle. Now you can get an Explorer axle for maybe $100 at a U-Pull-It. I mean, obviously you got to pull it out, but I mean, if you really are looking to do a budget, you're going to have to go pull the shit yourself. You get home, you got to pull a long axle from, I don't know if I think it's the driver's side. You got to pull another long axle from another Explorer or Sport Track or whatever, because you got to have one shaft and then the whole axle. And by doing that, you get the flange, the diff, the gears. If you get the other axle, you got two axles, and you even have a housing that you can either get rid of or chop up and use for your Fox body housing. And the only reason why you can't stick an Explorer axle in a Fox body is because it's a leaf spring axle. It's not a 4-link. And you would have more of a pain in the ass getting all that shortened. And that brings me to the next point. Somebody said, well, it would be one hell of a mod if you were trying to tub your car and shorten your axles. One thing you could do is use the short side, the other side of the axle. You know what I'm saying? You would, instead of having a factory length Fox body axle, you would have you would be tubbing it anyways. And you could do a cheap, you put your own tubs in and do a cheap, I don't know, bring them in. I don't even know if that even work, because I think you would end up having to chop some of the, that'd be tough. That'd be something that we're going to look into too as well. But anyways, I wanted to show you that because I'm really interested in doing it. I want to get it done, put it in the black car. A pretty cool video, especially if we actually got it to fit. But we have a couple of issues over here with our white car. We got our axles over here that we're kind of messing with. These are 35 spline axles that were in my white car. And I actually have to, what sucks about putting the strange brakes on that we're about to do is I actually got to put this, I got to pull this bearing off to put this plate around the backside of it, which sucks. Because those bearings have been in that axle for like 5 years, and I don't really want to mess with that because then I got to buy bearings and shit. What's up, Nathan Tuck? Drove my Fox for the first time today. Hell yeah. How was that? That's what I'm talking about. Get your shit off the jack stands. Troy Prescott, what's happening? You going to that what's up, Funky Stangs? I didn't get a chance to see you down at Ford Takeover. You was down there. I'm sorry, man. You should have came over and bumped me in the arm and said, "Hey, what's up, man?" I'm sorry to get a chance to say hello, Sean. Are you going to Fox City Motor Fest? I would imagine. Funky Stangs. Willie, my top is done. No, now AC needs to be replaced. I think Infamous Project just did an AC video today, guys. If you are, hey Neo, sorry I missed you at FTO. No problem. Barbecue 5.0. Good Lord, this shit stink. Can't even get it off. I don't care. All that old ass gear lube. Mr. D, great channel. Just built my first Fox body because of your advice. 347 on 100 shot, ran 830s at 157 off the throttle. Think it's crazy fast. Yeah, man, that's crazy fast. 830 at 157 is definitely off the throttle. That's off the throttle at about 1100. Yeah. What's wrong? Did you not have the brake set up? Man, that brake cleaner stinks, bro. Damn. They changed the brake cleaner in Ohio. It's like chlorine. It smells like chlorine. Jeez. I just finished installing a 393 in my car. That thing rips. Is that the new one? Good Lord. I sprayed the shit out of brake cleaner. Now it's like lingering. What's up, Mustang guy 6501? Big shout to my man Nathan Tuck. I think you are still the longest subscriber of our channel in the members chat. Am I right, Nathan? We got some new shirts out. You see them? Speaking of which, guys, if you're interested, we have a new shirt design. We actually have it now to where you can order it. So there's no more screwing around with, trying to, sell it through email or whatever. You guys could just click to it and be done with it. I set this up with 417 Fox. So big shout to Mike Johnson at 417 Fox. Let me bring it over here. Let's see if this actually works. Is that showing as a link to you guys? I don't know. Does that show up as a link? I don't think so. Why doesn't that do that? Anyway, we got some what did Scott say? Don't weld what? What's up, Adam? So, yeah, we will. That's the link to our new shirts. We did a design with the black car to kind of, we're going to do like 5 different designs, 4 or 5 different designs with the white car and black car. And we're going to do Project Hot Wheels. You guys always love Project Hot Wheels. We're going to do Dad's car. So you guys can actually support the channel by, the neomustangs.com site is up. And we got merch there, so you don't have to. The car only has 6-point cage in it, and Tech warned me about not going faster than 10.0, so I let off and got booted. That's the story of my life. Nah, these guys around here are pretty good. Don't weld it. Don't weld with it. Yeah. Listen. I don't know what they did. They must have changed the brake cleaner or something because he told me it's not the same part number anymore. This is that chlorinated shit, man. But this is the black cap. Like the red cap is the one that's super stinky. Man, we've been grinding, bro. We've been grinding, Nathan. We've been trying to build a community here and talk some Fox Body shit with some Fox Body friends, bro. How do you prevent wheel hop when the tires are spinning? Suspension. I mean, you get a lot of wheel hop from bad. We talk about, when you go through your Mustangs, we talk about like bushings, replacing bushings, and getting quality shocks, springs, wheel hop. I mean, you're not going to really avoid a whole lot of wheel hop when your tires just sitting there spinning, but I'd be willing to bet that you need quite a bit of overhaul on the back of that for sure. More wheel speed. I've been stripping my car out to get the cage. Yeah, we've been grinding, Nathan, for sure. I don't know why I'm drinking coffee at 8:45. I guess I don't want to sleep tonight. That's what I'm talking about. That's more shit. That's more time to be wrenching on the car. No, actually, I'm pretty excited to get the rear, because what we're doing, I've owned a. I'm just sitting here talking over myself. I have owned a set of strange rear disc brakes for like, I don't know, it's been 2 years, guys. It's been forever. And you guys probably wonder, well, why the hell does the white car have mismatched wheels? Well, we bought the RC Comp Exiles. I mean, I saved up a long time to get that shit. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. The front ones and the rear ones. And we had to buy the strange rear brakes because the RC Comps that match the front don't fit the big Torino brake rear disc brakes that we have in the back of the white car. So I had to run what I had, you know what I mean? Until I actually had to do axle maintenance, which I'm doing now, which I completely gutted the axle to check all the bearings and seals. And there was something going on in the back, and I'll show you what happened. But I got to put the rear strange brakes on. So I can finally put my my double B locks on, because I got the actual match to that. But the problem is the big Torino brakes don't fit inside of this barrel. It's too big, whereas the strange brakes will clear it. You know what I'm saying? These things are light as hell too, super light. But I bought these with the fronts, like I said, about 2 years ago, and I'm just ready to put these on now. So I want to show you that, kind of giving away some of my content coming up this week, but it is what it is. Yeah, we can get them home, to be honest with you. Car will actually match. And we actually have a wing for it too. We had an aluminum wing for it, but the chute launcher, the parachute chute launcher, hits the wing. So we had to take it off. What's up, JPL Performance? Good to see you, bro. What up, McBride? Hey, I sent your dad a text message today. I guess I'm supposed to meet up with you guys this week, shoot some video and do some axle work. Let me know. My 331 should be done soon. Just waiting on the call from the builder. Nice. Yeah, they let me tell you what, I saved probably 6 months just, side hustling to get those RC comps. Those things are freaking expensive. But it's just time, I figured since I was doing the axle maintenance, which we have that video coming up Tuesday of what happened. I'm gonna be lucky. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm surprised I didn't split that axle in half. The shit you're about to see. It's crazy. It wheel hopped. What I knew something was wrong was when I was at Ford Takeover running some laps, that damn thing wheel hopped, and it never wheel hops. Like, we transfer weight. We got the whole car set up on a no prep, on prep, no prep style surfaces where it could go down the track, whatever. And we even went as far as to, we were thinking there's something wrong because it never wheel hops. But yeah, when we got home, I'm glad we took it apart. Stephen King, do you know where we can get a lower steering column bearing that fits the column tube? I do not. Maybe somebody could help you in the chat. That's what I was just telling him too. The bushings are a lot of it. You know, getting good, strong, having good, strong, like control arms and having good bushings and shit, that go a long way. My LMR front headlights discolored quick. What is the best option for smoke front headlights? You talking about the clear came off of them? Because I would say, Nathan, go grab some 2K clear. Let me show you what we. Matt, it's funny you say it. Y'all see my car back on 18s? You guys like the 18 there? I always liked them, but you know, I do like the 10.5 deep dishes that we have. The Cobra reps. I don't mind those though. I like to switch it up once in a while. Those used to be on the white car all the time, but you ain't been on it forever. This is what I'm talking about, Nathan. $2K. I will show you guys a headlight that cousin Paul sanded that used to be yellow. And then I cleared it after he sanded it and cleaned it. I cleared it with 2K. Check it out. That's some crazy shit. We actually did that to the black cars front headlights too that were black, that were all faded up. Did you ever look into the Taurus rear brakes matching up with the Caddy ATS Brembos? I did not. But yeah, this 2K stuff right here, Nathan. This is at my paint store. This is at you pop the bottom here. It's usually like a little red plug that comes in it. You pop it and push it in and you shake it up, and it's basically that's like a little hardener there or whatever. This shit works really, really good. Like I'm about to do touch-ups on my black car with it. But yeah, I can't believe how nice that one came out. Big shout to cousin Paul. He sanded these out just perfectly enough for me to clear them, and that clear lasts pretty long. That 2K. It's about $25 a can. How fast can that 387 go in a quarter? I don't know. We ain't been there yet. Neo, are you bringing one of the Mustangs, and which one? The Motor City, the black car. There's a no prep that night too, but we're not going to do it. Good evening to all. Question, Neo, for the NA with aftermarket heads on a Ford 302, what spark plug gap would you recommend? 30. 30 would be fine. Like someone said, it depends on your ignition. 30, 35, be fine. If you got an MSD box and a good coil, you could probably get away with 35 or 30 to 35. I did that a lot on yellow lights. Don't always need new lights. You're 100% correct. 100% correct. Let me show you how yellow they were. Look at the top of it. Because we don't cut them out. Look at the top of it. I know there's usually like a discoloration there, but that's what the headlight looked like when he started messing with it. Now look at it. You don't need new headlights. Now sometimes these actually retain water. That means that the seal is broken. How the Strange brakes working? Because I'm looking into them. TBMs are great brakes. The Strange have always been great brakes. I mean, we've stopped at 160 with them. It's not advised, but they will fade on you when they get super hot. What I'd like to do is put hub defenders on. I know Hanlon's got a set, and he's always talked me into it. I got too much drag on my wheel, and I think it has to do with the bearing. It's not really the brake. So, you know, if we did the travel limiters, like we got travel limiters we want to put on. I think if we limited the travel on a more of a prep front half, and we had hub defenders, I think we could probably pick up an easy 10th in the quarter, maybe half in the eighth. What's up, Smurfit? Good to see you. silicone. What did yeah, hopefully my motor's back together and out of the way. Killed a piston instead of head gaskets at Cunley. I heard about that. Should be good for this week. Hoping my motor's back together and out of the way. Cunley no prep was mean to the old girl. I got you. I heard you. I got you. Yeah, we just got a couple braces. I need him to weld the tubes. I need your dad to weld the tubes, or you, or whatever, and put it in the jig to make sure it's straight. And then we got the lower support brace for Team Z and the front support brace. So we need to make a couple of those. One of those is going to be the one that we're doing for the black car that has the Explorer axles in it. But I really think we can machine those down for sure. I really do. Those are the ones I was going to go to first. Loving my strange evolutions, looking at limiting my front end also. Yeah, so that's that. I think on more of a prep track, I think you running a set of, good chain travelers, just kind of shortening it up a little bit. I got to stop letting out all the NA car secrets. You forced induction guys. Just this guy. So I do want to make a shout to Hanlon. He did go 995 at 100 and 35 this past weekend. So his all motor, his red car is an all motor 9 seconds, stick shift car. Pretty nasty little 8th mile car, but me and Tony keep telling him if he puts a little shot of nitrous on the damn car, it's gonna be hard to beat any no prep. Got an electrical question. What would make the amp light come on in the battery and alt test good? Amp light come on. Like the battery light came on? Yeah, no prep. Mine just wants to climb to the bumper. Yeah, no didn't. Oh shit. What's up, Tom? Good to see you. Thanks, Hanlon, for getting back to me on the TKX. Also, Grand National drove up to me next to me. He was blipping the throttle, so I blipped mine. When the light turned green, I idled to 60. Save myself the embarrassment. Good choice. Mm-hmm. So anyways, this past couple of weeks, we went through NMRA, we went to Cunley No Prep, and then we went to Ford Takeover. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I just need a break. This shit is just crazy. Racing every damn weekend just takes it out on you. What's up, Gearhead 1258? William Rose, does anyone make a bearing to fit the Explorer shaft to Mustang housing diameter? Then you wouldn't have to turn the diameter down. That's a good I don't think it would be, I think the axle shaft would be just too big. But to be honest, that's something that we probably should at least look into. Because if I could find a bearing that would fit that. Wait, what the hell am I talking about? What in the hell am I talking about? Why couldn't I just C-clip eliminate it? Hear me out. Why couldn't I just put a C-clip eliminator that cuts the bearing out anyways? Right? So, I mean, yeah, you would get away from the budget style of it. But here's the thing is you could take both long axles in the Explorer. Okay. You could take both long axles from an Explorer. You could chop it off because you're going to have to shorten them about an inch. And you just put a C-clip eliminator on there. You got to chop the end of the damn thing off anyway. Tell me I'm wrong. So all you would technically need to buy, well, you would want to buy a rebuild kit because you're doing an axle. Duh. Right? And then if you got the Explorer diff, you're going to want to rebuild the packs in there too. You don't want to go, you can go with the old packs. They'll probably be fine, but think about it. If I put C-clip eliminators on Explorer axles and I chop the end of a Fox body axle off and shorten the long one, Doesn't that fix our problem? You hear me? Now, yeah, you got to buy C-clip eliminators, but you get the whole damn axle from the junkyard or cut it out yourself. I think it's like I mean, we'll go. I'll look right now. I will look right now for you. You pull it. Youngstown, Ohio. Damn, man. I just thought about that shit. Sometimes the right people have to say the right things at the right time to figure some shit out. And when he said bearing diameter, I'm thinking to myself, no, you couldn't do that because there's probably not a bearing diameter, but it wouldn't matter, Dan. You're not going to be using the bearing diameter anyways because you're going to chop it for C-clip. And then I thought about, well, I got to put C-clips on the axles. The axles will fit in the tube, no problem, because they're 3-inch tube, which eliminate the bearing anyway. Son of a bitch. Axle shaft solid, $34 each. Axle dropout, $45. I don't even know what that means. So you mean to tell me that if I pulled an axle at you pull it, it's $46? I can't make this shit up. I'm looking right at it. Axle shaft, solid axle shaft is $34 a piece. But you still have to cut them, but you could just bandsaw them or whatever. And with the C-clip eliminator, you don't need the C-clip, which means you can shorten them 29 1/4. You're going to get about an inch of spline to go into your diff. I'll tell you what, bro. Come on. Come on. We just figured that shit out right here on live, bro. Hell yes. Mustang guy, appreciate the 27 months of solid membership. You guys check out that join button, whatever. Check it out below. We talk in members chat all the time. Appreciate you guys. Hell yes. I still taking July off for racing. Yes. I don't know. I still have a new inbox T56 small block bell. I'm willing to give a hell of a deal on it. Okay. T56 small block. Is that a quick time? Yeah, you might. Are you talking about the? I'm telling you, we're going to do that on the video. Watch, and this shit's going to work. As long as the spline length on the shaft is still good enough to get all the way into the spider gears. Well, technically, Troy, it's a C-clip eliminator that's in a C-clip axle, right? So you could chop, you're going to chop that C-clip stud off anyway. So there's, damn, y'all got me thinking. Let me find my paint marker. Y'all got me thinking now. Shit. Sit here on live stream. Shit out. Man, I tell you what, I love it. So the short Explorer axle is 27 3/4 inches long, which is an 1.5 inches shorter, which means that you could run a mini tub and put these things in. You could shorten your 88 axle and put those things in. Son of a bitch. All right, I got the other Explorer axle here. Got the other Explorer axle here. So you can see the difference in length here. I don't know. Let me move this. See the difference in length there? So this is a lot shorter than the factory Fox. The factory Fox body is 29.25. So since you run a C-clip eliminator, you're going to be chopping that stud off anyways, but you don't need it. But you got an eliminator. So you mean to tell me yeah, we'd have about half the splines in there. So we would have to chop about half the splines off, about that far down. You could run it at like, yep. So I guess if there was enough splines to engage it, right? Is that what you're saying? You think it looks like there is enough. It only looks like there's just about 2 inches of spline count. And 2 1/4 puts you right in the middle of it. So you'd only have about 1 inch of spline count, but it would definitely be in the spider gears for sure, without a doubt. I'm more concerned about how much axle is splined. 2 inches. 2 inches, not including the C-clip emboss. I think John Kinter probably be interested in that. Neo, on some of the 62, 65 Fairlane pages, a lot of them are using 8.8 from Explorer. Yeah, so the 8.8 in Explorer is a really good, like Brutal. Brutal just did a video. You guys need to check it out. If you got an early model Mustang and you're looking to put an 8.8 axle in it, which is a great mod, he did a really good video, shows you how he did it. He actually took the Explorer axle, which was perfect. He took the long end of it and he shortened it to where it was all one axle. And it was a leaf spring style axle. So he ended up, I want to say that's in his Gray Ghost car, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he's in chat or listening or whatever, but pretty sure that was the gist of the video. And that's what gave me the idea of welding the Explorer ends onto the Fox body. But let's be honest, you would probably spend less money chopping them and putting the C-clip eliminator on it and chopping the Fox body end to where the C-clip eliminator bolts to and just running it that way. You know, the caliper bracket's the only thing I would consider. You know, I'd have to look at the caliper bracket, but I think that bolts on the backside. Regardless if it doesn't or does on the backside of the 4-bolt, you put the caliper bracket, you can still space, you could make spacers to space out the rear caliper. Neo, I'm thinking about building a 363 in a few months. What would you have to change if you to make it fit into a 94 Mustang? What would I have to change to make it fit in? Nothing. It's a small block Ford. It's the 94 Mustangs was if it was a V8, it came with a 302 based motor anyway. 363 is just a 302 based motor, so all your stuff will fit on it, like your heads, your intake, your front accessories. You know, your 363 is just defined as a short block. You know, it's a stroker. What up, Paul? Good to see you. What happening with the Gen 1 Coyote? Guys, hit that like button. Appreciate you, Paul. I don't really know what we're going to do with it. You know, we got, you know, we pulled that from the junkyard, and, you know, Coyotes aren't getting all that expensive to find anymore, guys. You know, people are selling them for under $1,000 now, pretty much running condition. I mean, you got to figure that motor is what, 13 years old now? With each year, the Coyote motors are going to start getting cheaper and cheaper. Find out from me. I don't talk to any of those. Just look him up, John Kinter. He actually used my QuickTime bell housing this past week and put his T56 faceplate in his car. He's when you go to the next no prep stick shift, if you go to the next no prep in July, if you're planning on going this weekend to Pacemakers, he's the guy with the red stick shift car with the graphics down the side. He has glasses. Older dude like me. A Wiser cut the splines longer. Is that hard to do? What do you mean by that? I mean, there's plenty of embossment there to do whatever we want. I have a brand new set of Ford 373s, and a guy trying to install them said they would not work. Said he would have to shim and never would mesh correctly. I don't understand what the problem would be. Ford Racing 373s, shim what? I mean, you got to shim the backlash in the pinion depth, but I just did that on my car, and I just basically used the factory spacers. What up, Matt Paul? Random advice question, Neo. What do you put on the flywheel bolts? Thread lock, thread sealer, nothing. Nothing. If they're ARP bolts, you could put a little ARP torque molly, whatever. But I don't put anything on my flywheel bolt. Oh, shit. My fault. You're talking about flywheel bolts. You're not talking about clutch bolts. Thread sealant. So oil doesn't come through the threads. Just the white thread sealer. Can two long axles work with one spinning the other direction? Why wouldn't they? Two long axles. You mean cut ones? Oh, why is there wheel on an angle? Yeah, I guess you could do that. Damn. That'd be some... Well, it's not possible. If you look at the splines are further out than the actual metal. You see it? Maybe not so well. See it? I mean, I guess you could do it, but then wouldn't work so well. I'm trying to get the track to start doing some stick shift class here. That'd be cool. So, but anyways, yeah, that's what we got going on. I mean, I'm trying to get these axles finished so I can, get them braced up so I can finish the one for my black car here. I want to actually stick a 373 in it. I mean, it's got a TKX with a 327 first gear. So, I mean, I guess we'll go back to the 355s. They're not that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure that those axles are bent or the splines are bent on it. But at least I could pull the C-clip eliminators off and reuse them. I don't know. See, I couldn't use those on the Explorer axles because that's a different diameter. Or is it? Son of a bitch. I just figured that out. Now I got to get my digital calipers. Son of a bitch. So if I already have C-clip eliminators, I think you can pull a C-clip eliminators off, can't you? Without damaging them. .4 inches. Yeah, the Explorer one's about a 1/4 inch bigger. Yeah, 1.63. Whereas the aftermarket 31 spline Mosers are 1.40. Any ideas on how to stay motivated when you have medical issues slowing your progress? Have experience with this? Never really had experience with it, but one good way to get things done is to write the shit down. I'm not going to lie to you, Scott, because if you just write the shit down and then, maybe on the days that are good days for you, when you're feeling better, when you might have, when your medication or whatever you might be taking you to get by, whatever, when you're feeling better on a good day, you could tackle some of the harder stuff. But the best advice I give people is if you tell yourself you're going to do something, don't think it, actually say it. You see what I mean? And then write the shit down, stay with the schedule, and just, you'll see people marker like dry erase marker all over their cars. Like I do that all the time with paint marker, and, then you can just wipe it off when you're done. But like, just make a list of shit. And just when you're not busy or not in the garage, you can just make a list on your phone or on like a whiteboard. That's one of the reasons why we have a whiteboard. I got to buy a new one now because it's ruined. But, that's what we do every time. I mean, I have a list over here for this axle that we just did today. I know exactly how to put it back together. I know how to put it back together anyways, but some of the things I might forget. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to pull them off BA loads the race of the bearing. Okay, so that's what I thought. I hope that helps you, Scott. Sometimes the answers are right in front of you. C-clip eliminators, I use short 9-inch rears. Yep, that's what we were just talking about earlier. Sometimes the answers are just right in front of you. So that whole video, you could still chop and use the bearing race if you're not going to use C-clip eliminators. Will that work? Sure. For what we're going to do, I'm going to build a budget rear axle here on the channel for the black car, 373 gears, Explorer differential. We're not going to put the flange on because I don't want to switch. I don't want to switch to the 1350 joint in the back of, like, you have to have like the 1350 rear aluminum drive shaft. So the nice thing about having the Explorer diff when you do rebuild an axle is if you ever order a drive shaft, they're going to ask you that question. Do you have a 1330 or a 1350 joint? And the 1350 joint's the Cobra big truck, U-joint. So it's stronger. It's much stronger. They're like 38% stronger. So you already have that because you already have one from an Explorer. It's the same thing. Have a good night. I got an early start tomorrow. All right, Jesse, we'll see you this week in the videos, man. I appreciate you. I just try to at least get 1 or 2 things done as slowly as I possibly. Like I was just saying, Scott, just like Mustang guys would be saying here, right here. You know, write a bunch of stuff down. And, you know, you can make a list like, this is the bad day. This is the good day. You know what I mean? Like, you know, good day, put the engine in. Bad day could be as simple of just putting a water pump on. See what I mean? The motivation, like, if you can discipline yourself in between trying to balance between friends, family, time, money, and just be able to get your shit off the jack stands. And that's what I'm always trying to push here on the channel is it's not just the motivation, it's the discipline enough to get out there and do it. I did not want to work on this shit today, but I knew that, hey, let's just crack the differential cover open. That's what I did. Next thing you know, it's half apart and half put back together. I've already reshimmed the dude, you wait till you see how jacked up this shit was. But I've already reshimmed the spool. I've already set the thing in, got the gears set where I want it, checked the pinion nut, everything's good. I'm ready to reassemble, but we got to we got some bearings we're gonna have to reinstall. So yeah, I'd have that thing back together today. And that would be really cool because that would be one check. I'd be like, damn, now I can actually put my new slicks on my double bead locks and actually put them on the damn car. I've been waiting 2 years to do that. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Scott, you know, do what you got to do to stay motivated and stay disciplined and get your shit off the jack stands, brother. I have a 68 Mexican block board 30 over, planning on building a 331 with scat rotating assembly. Would you do different cam or stay with that? Cam decides on, I mean, depends on what type of heads you're going to run with. I didn't see you mention any heads there. Just got done pulling my C4 trans, started spraying more nitrous on my stroker Windsor, and now the converter slips. Yeah, you'll get that shit. Them old Windsors, boy. I want to build a 331 too. I'm ready for a C4 swap and ready to ride. Let me tell you what, guys. We're about to, in July, there's a reason why I'm going through the axle so I can get the double bead locks on, you know, put the new strange brakes on that I've owned for 2 years, shit that I've budgeted a long time ago, make the car look a little bit better because I got to like the car. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it being mismatched wheels and people like, oh, he couldn't afford the rear bead locks. I'm like, shit, I actually ordered those first before I ordered the fronts. But, you know, my car's never going to win, you know, a car show. It's never even going to be looked at a car show. It's just a go car. It's not a show car. I'm okay with that. But definitely want it to look better. You know, I think there's an aluminum wing at Team Z that they can clearance for my parachute. So you'll see new wheels on it. You'll see a new wing coming. You know, like I said, we're going to put the travel limiters on it. And one of the biggest things we're doing is we're going back to the 408. Now you're probably like, what? Just hear me out. That 408 that was on that stand was a damn production block that we pulled out of a stupid van like 7-8 years ago. And I've boosted that damn motor twice now. This will now be the 3rd time. The 408 was a bad sumbitch when we pulled it out. We just happened to be unlucky with the timing chain and it, you know, with the pin shearing off. And tell you what, If that wouldn't have happened, that motor probably still be in there right now. But we needed a car for the 387, so the black car was a perfect. I've had nothing but fun with my black car the last 6 months since I put the 387 in. It's kicking some ass. It runs really good. You know, you guys see it in the videos. Plus, we're doing the muffler shit now too, so that's really cool. We got a muffler video coming. Anyways, we're going to go coil on plug. I'm getting ready. I'm getting tired of the TFI shit and not being able to control some of the, the ignitions. So we're going coil on plug. And MF Customs, Dan at MF Customs, going to help me wire it up. There's actually a universal kit that you can install on our Terminator X to get it to fit. So when we put the 408 back in, we're going to be putting the Edelbrock single plane and the elbow on the 408. It's going to be a little monster, dude. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to find out what we do with that. And we're actually doing that in July. Well, 363 just got fixed. So we got a couple things we need to do with the 363 before we make that decision. But the 408 will be in waiting. Definitely got to do the coil on plug. So are the AFR 185 Enforcers too big? No. It's a great head. It's a great head. It's a great head. Being a Mustang Fox body nut, I would stop by and look at it. Nice. I appreciate you. Listen, I will walk by a fucking Lamborghini to go look at an old rusty Mustang. I'm sorry. Lamborghinis are cool. No shit. Porsches are cool. But I'll walk by that shit to go look at an old rusty Mustang. All day and 3 times on Sundays. Yeah, we'll be definitely making a video of everything, Matt. We were really busy for 3 weeks, guys. So, you see me, I was struggling to get content out. That's just because I was busy. Had nothing to do. Like this past week, we put 3 videos up. Now we're doing a live stream. We're going to have one. We should be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday again this week to catch up because we got a muffler video to do this week because I'm a little behind on that. I got this video that I shot today with this. And then we're going to be messing with the axle videos, I think, with McBride this week. We're taking 2 axles there, and they're going to do some welding, some shit up. So you guys are going to get to see firsthand on what needs to be done to make these axles work better than they are. And I'm gonna double back on the old axle that we used to have in a black car and talk about some of the signs of your axle being bent. You know what I mean? So we're going to add that to the video. There's going to be a little bit of secret shit going on there. Exactly the way it is. Yes, sir. What's the advantage of coil on plugs? Just more accurate, better timing, better ignition. The TFI is good, but when you start making north of 600, I should have done it a long time ago. There's advantages to being coil on plug. Let's just put it this way. My friend Dan Watts at Dan Watts Racing was blowing motors up because he had an intermittent problem with his coil on plug in his system that he had with his car. And as soon as it was recommended that he changes the harnesses and changes the coil on plug and changed his system there and went to the ignition, a better ignition, his car just completely woke up again and he didn't have a problem since. So knock on wood, but that just tells you how important ignition is. Like, I think I'm getting a little bit of an intermittent misfire here and there. And I think that was one of the reasons why at about 18 pounds of boost, it started blowing spark out or whatever. I don't know. It's better. Coil on plug is definitely something that I'm looking forward to with the 363 and the 408. So we're definitely going to be doing a video. Now, like I said, MF Customs, Dan at MF Customs has helped tremendously here on the channel. He helped me with the EVTMs you remember I had that dash wire die in my black car. I had to actually bypass it. Remember that? He sent me some EVTMs and I went through them. I'm like, son of a bitch. It's the wire I can't even get to. So we just bypassed it. Anyway, he's going to help me get it all wired up. The coil on plugs are a way to go. A great choice. I appreciate that. That's what we're going to do. Do you have a small cap or a big cap on your car? What's that mean? Like distributor? I just have a normal MSD cap, whatever they came with. John Elliott, I got an 88 Cougar RX-7 with 5.0 until I find my dream Fox body. It's rust free. Listen, those RX-7s are pretty nasty little cars. I mean, my good friend Dave Dalt, one of my best friends, he's he's a big Super Coupe, Thunderbird, Cougar guy. RX-7 stuff. He knows his shit with that. He actually developed a turbo kit for those cars, 5.0s, Thunderbirds and Cougars, which I think is the same front end. But did a really nice job with the one he did. I think he went like 1140s on a stock motor. It was crazy. Them old Thunderbirds. But yeah, we definitely got a lot of work to catch up. I mean, the content's going to start flowing back in. We're going to make at least two videos a week, and plus our live streams. There'll be no reason for us not to live stream. We're not going back out of town until Bowling Green, like going out of town, till Bowling Green. That's at the end of September, early October. So that weekend, probably for sure, I won't be live streaming, but we're going to make as many live streams as we can. I mean, I'm sure there's some emergency shit that may or may not come up, but I enjoy doing this shit. I enjoy talking some Fox body shit here live with you guys, answering some questions. So actually, if you guys want to hear it, I will go through the email that I did get from MF Customs, and it'll give you guys an idea as to what I'm talking about. Just give me a moment, please. Okay. Where did he put it? He sent me an email before we left of the parts that I need. Let's say it's here. But I was just going to rattle it off real quick. Yeah, here we go. Coil unplug. Okay, so here's the information you will need. A cam sync. If you're doing this through an 18 deck block, you have a couple options. The Ford Explorer cam sync, which I have here. I pulled it out of the junkyard. Right here. Let me flip. That's a cam sync. Takes the place of the distributor. Or an MSD cam sync, 85221. So those are your two choices. Either one will work. Pretty cool. Crank sensor. This part is pretty tricky depending on your setup. I like to use the harmonic balancer with flying magnets in it. ATI and Innovation West both offer. I won't do any business with Innovation West. Sorry. ATI both offer up and options for this. I have used Innovation with their center bracket with great success. I can even look at using MSD option, as it doesn't require a different balancer, but might require you to space out any accessories you have running. Okay. Coils. I would recommend the IGN Ignition 1A Smart Coil. IGN. Holley has a complete kit 556-128 that will come with the coils and the coil pack wiring. You will still need the 558307 to go from the ECU Terminator X to the coil pack wiring. I also recommend the 556128 kit, as has a bigger gauge wiring. The standard kit isn't as much, but more priced. And ignition harness. This will depend on your sensor selection for cam cranks setup. If you go with an Explorer cam sync, then your cam cranks ignition harness will be the one you'd want, as it is already set up for an Explorer cam sync, which, like I said, is this from the Junkyard. You guys see these? Listen, if you're pulling GT40 shit, grab this. You may use it one day. The most standard Hall effect crank sensor setups. If you go with the MSD cam sync, then you want Holley's 558431. Once you have everything, it's fairly straightforward with the install. Some people have a hard time getting the cam sensors and crank sensors aligned right, but I can supply some videos for you. So again, this is Dan at MF Customs. Let me go back to my screen. Sorry, guys. I was reading. That's Dan at MF Customs. So he knows his shit. So if you guys have any questions, he's also the guy, like I said, he's also the company that took both of my Terminator X harnesses and converted them to a Gen 2. Basically, where I could use the, he rewired the IAC for a PW, like a pulse width, made it better. I don't know. I'm not really a Terminator X Holly guru, but I know what he did. A lot of shit he did to that harness. So it's definitely worth the money. But I just went through the email. If anybody's curious about what it takes to do the coil on plug, Dan also said that he could, if I sent him the stuff, that he would just go ahead and create the harness for me so I can just plug it in and go with it. So that's probably what we'll do, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. So. Neo, I will come see you at Motor City Fox Fest. Some engine ideas, if you don't mind. Hell yeah, bro. Stop on by. Guys, we're going to be at Fox City Motor Fest. What is it, the 13th? We're going to be there with the black car, chilling at our booth. We're going to be near Tremec. So if you see Tremec, we're going to be near there. So we're going to be 1 or 2 booths, whatever. We were right next to him last year. I'm sure we're going to be right next to him this year, being one of our sponsors. You get a chance to go over and see, Tremec, you'll be able to come over and hang out with us. You got to, check out the white car, check out the 387. Ain't nothing special about it, but I mean, we did build it here on the channel for cheap, right? And it's the same thing we're about to do this axle and stick it in a black car. Black car had a 387 Junkyard motor. It'll have the Explorer rear axle and a badass little TKX in between all that shit. I love it. I love it. Budget base, where we're at. I got a 351 Windsor. I'm putting my 86 box body LTD. Just got some old Trick Flow 170s and Terminator X Victor Jr. Elbow. Doing coil on plug from the get-go. Yes. Good idea, Hayden. Good idea. I should have done coil on plug a long time ago, folks, especially in the car that I race. I don't really need to do it the 387. That's not really. I'm not going to spend all that money for that 387. It runs good. It's on a stock computer. We mess with the binary editor. Forget about it. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Handling Motorsports, 34 months as the member of the channel, man. Appreciate you supporting us. Asking because, what did you ask? Do you ever small? Okay, so asking because underboost a lot harder to make a small cap work because it had tried to spark back to a different cylinder. Damn. Watching while I mend from Rotator Cup Series. Man, I hear you. I tell you, my rotator cuff's getting old, bro. I'm getting old as shit. Be working out too much with my mediocre physique. Thousands of chickens died so I could have this mediocre physique. My dad had an 87 T-Bird 5.0. He got mad when I outran him in my 92 2. Oh, come on. You beat a 5.0 Thunderbird with a 2.3 Fox body? Damn. Thank you, Hanlon, for reminding me. Oh, yes. If it runs good, it doesn't have to have all the chrome to get you to the line and home. That's right. 387. Let me tell you what, that 387, I drove my car last night. Like, I just got in that shit and went. Like, I made, E85, I get probably maybe 10 miles to a gallon, if that, on my E85, if I'm not hammering on it. And it was really muggy last night. I don't know if you guys are in the north. Yeah, it was muggy as shit. But I got to drive it to Geneva on the Lake, which is one of our tourist attractions up here in Ohio, and it's like one of the bike week areas. It's got a mile too long or whatever of just nothing but like, I don't know, lights and there's bands playing and there's bars and there's people walking up and down. Anyways, it's a tourist attraction, seasonal. So I got a chance to kind of just creep through there a couple times, went to the beach, checked out the lake, which I really like to do. Just kind of kick back and relax a little bit. It's cold as shit today. I mean, it was hotter than hell yesterday. It was like 84 degrees. It's like 80 degrees at night. Now it's like 60. It's ridiculous. You wonder why everyone's sick from Ohio. But anyways, nonetheless, I just enjoy a lot, driving the shit out of my Fox body. And that's exactly why we do what we do with our black car. Putting that 363 in my white car was probably one of the best decisions we've done on the channel in a long time. We were able to make more power with the 363 and do some shit with the white car that we couldn't do with the 408 at the time. And we were able to actually, get a 387 off the engine stand and in the black car and shook down. And we know it makes 400 wheel. I know there's a camshaft that got sitting over here, My buddy's got a cylinder heads he'd sell me that would be better for that motor. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even really super motivated to touch that motor. That motor runs so damn good. Even with the baby cam and the smaller heads, I'm cool, man. I'm good. And we've raced the black car. We've proven the black car could be fast in its heyday. And sometimes you just got to stop throwing money at shit. Sometimes it's just like what I'm doing with the black car right now is exactly what I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I did it with my dad's car. I did it with Project Hot Wheels. We were budget, but it was meaningful, meaning that it still made good power. It's still, you know, the seat of the pants dyno. I get down the damn street. I could crack the damn tires loose in pretty much every gear. You know, we got a car out here to run eights. You know, it'll go 160 miles an hour. We don't need more than one. And I get to actually enjoy it. I think it looks pretty badass. It's a patina. It's got its original black paint. It's freaking clear coats peeling everywhere, but I love to build it. You know, I love the car. I don't care that it's not a show car. I'm going to build it my way. And if people don't like it, I don't really give shit. So, you know, I hope that means something to some of you guys, because it doesn't have to be, I don't need a show car. I don't need any of that shit. To be honest with you, you know, building a show car and building a race car are the same thing. They both take a lot of time. They take a lot of effort, take a lot of money. So to each their own. But as far as the black car is concerned, we're going to put that budget ass 8.8 axle in there. We got that budget ass motor in there. We're going to stay at 400 wheel, which is pretty much equivalent to a Gen 1 Coyote motor. And we're just going to enjoy it. So I hope y'all understand that shit. I can't wait to put this 393 to work. I ran mid-9s in the quarter with a bone stock 351. Yeah, you should be tickling 8s now. We're getting there. I was 80 degrees in Butler, PA, 1 a.m. this last night. Yeah, it was very warm last night. I will have a 385. I got 3. What's up, Jesse? Good to see you, my man. Good seeing you this past weekend. Got a chance to hang out with Jesse Costa, for sure. I've been telling everybody around here, I don't care what they think about my car. It's mine. Exactly. And that's what I'm telling you guys right here in this live stream right now. The black car's mine. I don't give a shit if somebody don't like the way it looks. I don't give a shit. It's got clear coat peeling. It still looks good enough for me to shine it up. And it still has a nice little rowdy 3-inch exhaust with a nice little stroker motor in the front. It's going to beat most of the cars on the street that aren't actually modified. So we're going to have fun with it. It means everything, because if you're happy with it, that's all that matters. Smiles. It's not miles per gallon. It's smiles per gallon, bros. Come on. All right. Got a Tremec banner to give away. I got to send out Matt Wright's tomorrow. I think Vance Cooper, a buddy of mine here locally, I still owe him one, but we got a whole package of them. You guys want a Tremec banner or you want a Hamlin banner? I think Hamlin's still in the chat here. We got a couple more of those left. I got 3 Hamlin banners. I got probably 15 Tremec banners, well, 12 or something like that. I don't know. Which one do y'all want? Damn, I would take that any day over my 04. Appreciate that. You guys want a Hamlin banner? Yeah, go ahead and hashtag it. Hashtag Hamlin. Let's do it. So you guys that are new to the channel, that may be stopping by or whatever, we give away my sponsors on the channel, usually Tremec, Hamlin, and sometimes McLeod and Team Z give me shop swag. Give me these banners for shop for your garage and shit. So it's a big 6-foot banner, 5-foot, 6-foot banner, whatever. You have to email me with your address. So we'll do how we do it. Just hashtag Hamlin. And appreciate Tremec and Hamlin for kicking me over some banners. They love this shit. They like giving back to the community as much as we do. And that's why we live stream. I get to talk some Fox Body shit with some Fox Body friends. That's what I'm talking about. So how it works is I'm just going to spin through the chat and I'm just going to pick somebody randomly. If you've already won the track one, maybe give somebody a chance to win something else. I don't know. That's on you. Got a couple more minutes before we head out. I just mainly wanted to get on here real quick and talk some Fox body shit. Talk about the last couple weeks. Guys, it's just been super, I don't know, it's been super freaking busy. I mean, my brain didn't stop for literally for like 3 weeks. You know, we went to the NMRA, we lifted a head and blew the motor up. Well, we didn't blow the motor up, we blew the heads off. You know, we came home, we had like 4 days to get ready for our first stick shift, no prep series, point series, whatever. Got everything together, pulled a lot of favors for it, got to the no prep, car ran like ass. It's just one thing after another after another. Injectors were clogged. There were so many things we went through in the last 3 weeks. And then we had to fix all that shit and get it ready for Tennessee on top of running the shootout. I tell you what, I don't think it's already been a week, and it seems like it was 2 days ago because it was just, you know, it took me that long to kind of decompress. You know what I mean? I don't mind. I love racing every weekend, but man, when you're traveling, like Norwalk is a multi-day event, so and it's 3 hours away, and then Kunle was close, which was good. But then, of course, you know, we had to travel all the way to Tennessee, which is also like a 3 or 4 day. It was pretty taxing on my life, that's for sure. So let me Hamlin has helped me a few times when I'm broken my T5. Hell yeah. Tremic. All right, here we go. I'm going to spin on through here. Andrew, are you still in chat? Because I need... Give me a thumbs up when we're good. Good? All right, I'm going to spin back through this. I don't know what... Talk about timing, right? Shit, I was just about to click somebody. All right, here we go. I wish I was 60. I wish it was BBQ 50. There you go. Sorry, I just randomly click. You know, when I click through somebody, I'll just click a couple. And if it's not the, you know, if it's not the hashtag, then BBQ 50, BBQ 5.0. Congratulations, my man. Hey, are you going to if you're coming to Fox City Motor Fest, do you want me to just bring this with me, or do you want it now? Either way, I don't care. I was at the top of the list too. Told y'all. I sold a set of pistons and asked the kid if he allowed on you, if he followed you into. He said yes. So I threw a set of rod bearings for him. He said I was rebuilding his first. Hell yeah, man! I appreciate that, Jimmer. Hell yeah. Not happy with YouTube with the notification bells and notifications. I will say that I wish I could be at Motor City Fox Fest. But I'll be there next year for sure. Yeah, the notification stuff usually intertwined with like the stuff that you have in your phone. So like there's multiple different notifications that can be turned off. Like when people go live, you'll get a notification. People do a short, they're doing a notification. But it's funny because when people do actual videos and upload videos at specific times, like I don't even get notifications for Brutal or Foxcast Media Or I don't even get notifications for Street Racing Channel when they put it up, like 3 days later. Like, that doesn't make any sense, you know? Bring it with you. I'll be there. Gotcha. So let me put your name on it. Yeah, you'll see that. I'm going to put that right here with the other one. City Motor Fest. Actually, we're going to be taking a bunch of these stickers with us, so I'll put it right here. So, yeah, we got it. I need some more banners. Bring some with me, bro. I only got 2 left. I mean, whatever they cost, Andrew, we'll just buy them. I don't give a damn. I know they're not cheap. So, you know, we'll just buy them because I like giving away shit on the live stream. To give something back to the channel and shit. Be able to talk some Fox Body shit on a Sunday night and be able to, you know, make somebody's day, win a freaking banner. You know what I mean? Just let me know how much they are. You just missed us giving away a Hanlon banner. We've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes, pimp. Yeah, I know. I appreciate you too, bro. I appreciate you too. So, you know, big thanks to Andrew. He actually gave me the banners to give to you guys too. So it's not just me giving them away. It's a collaboration though. So, you know, if you guys don't know who Hanlon is, he's the Stick Shift Elite distributor. So we're going to be doing, are we going to be doing a gift card for Stick Shift shit coming up? Because I got to know that like tomorrow. I know you called me, but I didn't get a chance. All right, Paul, I appreciate you stopping in, man. We're about to head out as well. I just want to keep you all motivated, you know, with the, you know, actually, Hanlon's got these shirts. You guys see it? Shit, I don't know, man. You guys see the damn? You got these for sale. These are your actual personal shirts, aren't they, Andrew? So you got those for sale on your website? Make sure you guys check out. You want to get some merch with the black car? We got some merch up on our website. I think we got the link sitting right here. I don't know if you could click that one. I think you have to roll it back. We'll just do that, won't we? Here's the link. Funny, I'm wearing your shirt too. That's some funny shit. So anyways, guys, you got to stay motivated. Stay, you know, write the shit down. Like I was telling Scott earlier, I think it was Scott earlier in the chat. You know, you write the shit down. You're not going to always want to do what you know, you just got to stay motivated to get shit off the jack stand. I got to get this white car fixed. There's some mods that I've been wanting to do with the wheels and the brakes. You know, I just want to go out there and bang some gears this weekend with some of my stick shift friends, have a good time, win or lose. And, you know, represent the brands that represent me and represent the people that represent me. But we got a couple videos coming up this week. Like I said, we got the one of this. You guys got to wait till you see this shit, man. I'm surprised I didn't put this. I'm surprised I didn't put this into a wall. The shit that was going on in the back of that. But we got another muffler video coming up this week with the black car. It's going to be the other video along with we're going back to the axle stuff. So we're not super famous videos or super funny or cool videos, but you know what? We're going to get the shit done and have some fun here on the channel. But we will be going to Fox City Motor Fest. Like I said, if you don't know what that is one of the largest Fox bodies, 79 to 04, not just 79 to 93, because Fox body was all the way to 04. All of them, the Zephyrs, the Thunderbirds, all of them. So Fox City Motor Fest is at the Ford headquarters. It's super cool, guys. I mean, you're literally in the parking lot where your car was developed and designed and built many years ago. So check that out. We'll be next to Tremec. We'll definitely be looking forward to saying hello to some of my stick shift Fox body friends. I subbed to Brutal and Foxcast 2. What's the other channel mentioned? Street Racing? Yeah, Street Racing channel is a great channel. Good friends of ours. Well, good people, good friends of ours. You know, there's also Miss Midnight Maverick. We We talk to Tony and Tess quite often. Good people, very good people. Definitely some good channels to look at. Infamous Project's got a lot of good stuff. He just actually did a video, like I mentioned earlier, with the AC. Really cool air conditioning stuff. Need to know stuff for your Fox body. Castle as well. So Gary's a good dude. So, anyways, Fox Chamber, just to name a few. There's a lot of really good channels out there. It's a good community. Some of them are geared more towards racing. Some of them are more towards, building Fox bodies. I mean, I do kind of a little bit of both. I try to dabble in both of them, and some crowd likes to see it, some crowd doesn't. I'm really considering putting another vehicle in the channel and maybe even doing a little content on it too. But I don't know. I think I'm kind of stuck with Fox body shit the rest of my life. Have you seen how many we had? So I need to do a road trip, my SVO to that show one year. Yeah, so that's a really good thing to do. What's up, Michael? Good to see you. Tuss. Oh, I don't even know why I forgot about Tussin. My bad, Broad. My bad. I only subbed to so many different channels, and I'll tell you what, Tussin's at the top of the list, bro. Foxcast, Tussin, Brutal, Street Racing Channel, Miss Midnight Maverick. Yeah. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you for tonight. Stay motivated. Get your shit off the jack stands. Go check out our website for merch if you're interested in that. We will be seeing you this week in a couple videos. We'll have a pretty cool live stream next week. I think we're going to do a working live stream. Maybe how we built one of the videos I've been working on is how I built the 387 stroker and all the different parts that we used. I know that there's multiple videos and there's a whole playlist about it, but I never actually conglomerated it all. So we're going to end up doing that. So I don't know. I'll figure out something to talk about. I'll talk to my members about it and we'll figure out something cool to do. So stay motivated, stay safe this week. Matter of fact, it's 4th of July weekend. What am I talking about? We still will be live streaming. Yes, we'll definitely still be live streaming on the 7th next week. So happy 4th. Completely forgot about that, guys. I'm a big patriot, baby. I'm a veteran. I love it. Fireworks and burnouts and fireworks and freedom, baby. Shit. So happy 4th of July. We will see you next Sunday. Stay safe, guys.